beautiful ones. Hello, I know it is a spontaneous connection, so I know some of you will need time to slowly join the party. Hello, Brooke. How are you doing? I'm happy to see some of you here live. Could you please confirm that you hear me well, that you see me well? I muted myself by mistake. I can see that my video is quite slow, so I just wanted to see if everything was okay my end here. So let me know if everything's okay. I hope all is good. Beautiful Valeska. Hello. So this is a spontaneous conversation. Usually we meet every Tuesday at different times, usually between 11 and 3 Pacific time. But my mom is in town, so I might not be there at the regular times on the regular days, but I will post daily because times are so, yeah, that's better sound now. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. I changed the microphone. I brought it to my little headphones here. So things are so activating right now, and this is what we'll talk about today, that at this point I want to be communicating with you every day. So if I cannot do it through a video, I will definitely do it in writing. And that's also an invitation for you guys. Just like either comment on my stuff, whatever it activates in you, whatever question it raises in you, please comment. And it's true that those who participate and comment and engage in the content obviously receive little gifts almost every week. So it's just to encourage you to get this community going. Because when you tell your story, when you share how you feel, you automatically open somebody else's heart. You automatically answer a question or ask the question somebody else was asking inside themselves. And me, that gives me an idea of what you guys want to work on. So thank you for being here. Today, I really wanted to talk about two things, but the most important one is actual energies, and the title is The Awakening Point. There's something that is happening in history. Hello, Kylie. I'm happy you're here. Something special is happening. It's not new. It feels like it's the same way and the same thing or the same comment every week, every month. But it seems that the importance of the collective and energetic events are even more powerful from one week to another. Hello, Sandy. I'm happy. And Shawnette is here. Wonderful. So it becomes even more important for me to be here, whatever way of communication I decide to use. Remember, we are in the era of expression. That also involves me speaking to you and with you. That also involves you expressing how you feel. But I don't think there's a limit to the amount of activation we can receive at this point. Every week I might tell you, yeah, it's even more. So before I dive deeper into the topic of actual energies and why I called it the awakening, how did I call it? I even forgot how I call it. The awakening point. It's because something is happening that will shift our history. It's not one element, but it's one element that triggers a series of waves of change that will definitely be very powerful in the next 2 years, but will have a lasting impact over the next generations. It starts now, like big massive shift that we can pinpoint, the image disappeared. We can pinpoint in history timeline and we say October 2023, something happened and that shifted history into a new journey, onto a new path. Gail, hello, hello, hello. So before I invite us to enter trance, I just want to share that I also offer one-on-one mentoring with people, but not on a regular basis. I usually work with 3 people at a time. My next period will be in December, so end of November, early December, to help those new students, those new awakening light workers, to jump onto the next year with a clear vision of what's coming for them. But it won't be at this price. So what I invite you to do, I know I didn't put the link yet, but I will put it as soon as I end this conversation, is the link to my 3 months one-on-one mentoring program called Pathway to Light. And it includes also an access to my group membership for 3 months. So you will feel supported by me, by your star team, your higher self, and also the group of, I think we're 12 or 15 people in the group. You will feel completely supported by them. The price won't be the same, so whatever you'll see in the description will be higher next time. Why? Because I have a feeling that I will definitely work more with you more often, and even that, this is wonderful. It's 3 sessions over 3 months, so November, December, January, and access to my guidance, my support between sessions. So it means that for 3 months, if you want so, if you need so, you could ask me a question every week. Hello, Aisha. I don't know if you're still on holidays, but you could ask me a question every week. That also includes me channeling stuff for you without you asking me as soon as I receive guidance for you. That's why I cannot work with more than 3 or 4 people at a time, because it's kind of an energetic agreement I have with those I work with one-on-one, and I feel them, I receive information for them, and of course you can ask me. So yes, we will meet a few times during those 3 months, but you can interact with me if ever you have upgrades, if ever you have questions, if ever things happen in your life and you wonder how you should act with this, or if you're developing your business, your intuitive business, and you wonder, I'm not a business coach, it's not what I want to say, but you might want to see what kind of energy you're projecting right now. Who would you benefit the most? What kind of clients would you benefit the most? So we can ask all this, and it's all personalized. So I'll share the link so you guys can check the whole description of the mentoring program and all the aspects it can help you with, from understanding your soul purpose, identifying it, making sure you're aligned with it, strengthening your connection with your higher self and star team. All that will be clearly described, but it's taking you, we're working with you from where you are at this point. So if you're a beginner, the energies will support your newly awakening process. But if you have been here for a while, it will be a massive upgrade. So this offer is ending on Sunday night, so the link will be available, but past Sunday night I will close it and it will reopen at a different price in December. I would say end of November, the last week of November to start in December. What is great again is on the top of that, we're entering a key period. It's the end of the year, so when we work in November and December, we can focus on what you have accomplished energetically, how it got integrated this year, what kind of upgrade you have installed in your reality. And at the same time, our last session, if you decide to jump on board this time, we will have January together. So we will have a session plus all the support you will have in January. So we can ask your higher self and star team to draw the next 12 months for you. That will help you understand how you will position yourself in what's coming collectively and what's coming for you. So it's kind of a key period to work with me at this time. I don't say the other times are not great. Usually people work with me because they feel it's the right time for them. But if you were hesitating and you think you want it, but you're not sure it's the right time, I would say that this is the right time for those who hesitate or are not sure, because you will get so much more information, including the upcoming energy forecast for you individually. So again, I will post the link in the comments, in the description. As soon as I'm finished here, I will definitely send you a few reminders so you guys can review the content of the program. But it's highly activating at this point, because I know next year will be again another level of magical stuff happening, and that's wonderful. Hello, Angie. So now it's time to talk about the topic of the day. An energy update, but also what is the awakening point? Something we discussed today with my membership in French. You know that I have a membership in English and in French with my friend and partner in Lightworker Crime. It's not crime anymore, it's just beautiful, enlightening energies. Every time I channel whatever the language is, new information is coming through, and I wanted to share that with you. For those who are in my membership, you will get an expanded version of this. But why don't we just close our eyes right now so we can receive the transmission from our heart center and not from our minds. So take a deep breath in through the nose and just release completely until no more breath, like a big, big sigh of letting go. A big feel yourself surrounded by beautiful white light. At this point in your journey, and based on actual collective energies, you might feel that your white light has some golden sparkles in it, as we are also inviting light beings from and galactic beings from other dimensions. I have been channeling since 11 a.m. and it is almost 4 p.m. I only had half an hour break, so you understand. Hello, Shirley. You understand that I have been connected all day, and even though I feel tired, I feel so energized, if that makes sense. Hello, Renata. Thank you so much. I will answer your message. Surely in the UK, it's very late for you. Thank you for being here. Feel yourself surrounded by this white, golden light. And the more you focus on this beautiful light around you, the more you start to feel that you're rising into a place that is somewhere between space, Eden, Lemuria, something where anything magical can happen. And this place is a unique representation of what you need at this time. Hello, Maritza. So take the time to see yourself there. And feel the energy, the vibration of your bubble of white light, which becomes an interdimensional vessel, traveling vessel, taking you into different dimensions as we're landing now, or floating, as we're not landing anywhere, but we're arriving in a destination where your higher self and light beings are here, so you can assimilate, integrate, and alchemize the information coming through right now from a heart-centeredness. Data will come through, but you won't try to analyze it. You will let it activate you. We are right now at what they are calling, our galactic friends are calling, the awakening point. The awakening process has started a long time ago. Some of us were not even born, or at least in this actual incarnation. It has been an ongoing process since the arrival of humans on that planet. How can they return to their multidimensional essence when they have lost it? So we understand that we're talking about thousands and thousands of years. But now we're entering a phase where the power back to the people becomes even more accessible than it was before. Why? Because physical information is traveling. But for many, telepathic information sharing becomes available. Hello, Stephen. And Victoria. I don't know if I mentioned you, but hello. This awakening point has unfortunately been activated by a conflict in a very symbolic zone in the world. Not that we do disregard other conflicts in the world, but for some reasons, this one is touching people's hearts. Why? Why this one? Why now? Why people will feel the collective shift? Why people will feel that it's time for them to take actions more than ever, more than yesterday, more than a year ago. And those who have been so active, why do they feel that they're ready to just shift everything and completely embrace the changes coming ahead, even if they will trigger you at some point? Aria, hello. I'm happy to see you. Thank you for being here. There are different energy centers on the planet, all holding a different frequency. But now the Middle East region is holding the frequency of the unity, the beliefs, the religions, the communities, the return to unity. So whether you are connected to this part of the world or not, there has been a code that got activated within you through this process, through, should we say, this conflict. It will go on for several months and will activate other areas in the world to say, no, that's enough. We're tired. We're done with your manipulations. We're done with your lies. And this will move people around. This will activate their desire to take power again in their own hands. That might be you. That might not be you. Either way, as a light worker, as a healer, as an intuitive, this collective movement of return to self-sovereignty, intuitive sovereignty, will upgrade your intuitive abilities, will accelerate your awakening process, because humanity's desire to return to freedom, is setting an energy around the planet that activates everyone. So those who have already done some spiritual work will feel that they're going through upgrades after upgrades after upgrades after upgrades. So you're all invited to take the time to see what the upgrade is unfolding, unlocking within you. If you feel it's too much, take a break, go to nature, ask for help. Either way, it will happen. Depending on your journey, it could guide you into healing some wounds and developing your intuitive abilities. Yes, both can happen in 24 hours. We do not wish to connect what is happening in one part of the world and what is happening in your world. And at the same time, it is connected. And at the same time, how people will respond to this event will open a breach in the awakening journey that will allow you to rise faster. Faster based on your ability to receive the upgrades. Our galactic friends, also called by many the Galactic Federation, is even now closer to our planet. So their impact, their vibration, their support can be felt even more powerfully by some of you. We ask you this question: do you feel this? Do you feel that beyond receiving the guidance from your higher self, little visions here and there, do you feel a humming sensation in your ears? A warmer heartbeat, almost as if they were talking to you specifically. Do you feel this? It is happening regardless. But they want to activate more of us and more rapidly to counter attack, it's not the term, to respond back to the non-light freaking out because people are rising physically, but also spiritually. The Galactic Federation is starting to locate different people in different areas of the world and are moving people to, or inviting people to create little groups, little communities. Again, we heard that. They already told us that. But now it will feel like I'm ready. A lot of people you know who did not have any desire to develop their intuitive connection will ask you, and because of this renewed interest, you might be the one who will create a community of 3, 5, 10, 20, 30, 100, whatever you feel drawn to. You won't be judged by how much you can hold, because it's the addition of those little communities that will generate the movement for those who are on the street, for those who are actually fighting with their arms physically. They will feel a wind of support. And that will come not only from the galactic energies, it will also come from the light workers who are helping people heal, but also creating communities where people can speak, share, where people can, through workshops, through transmissions, through activations, awaken. So we're talking about a rapid expansion of those little communities, and many, many, many of you will be connected or contacted by a galactic being, whether they identify themselves or not, does not matter. Some people will hear them, see them, while others will feel like a strong intuition that it's time to call old friends, to start a Facebook group, to start a meetup group locally. It will feel like, I want to connect, I want to talk, I want to rise with others like me. This is what they want to share with you today. For those of you who are speaking French or who are okay to watch subtitles, in the next days I will share a link to my French YouTube channel where a complement of information, Hello Elizabeth, has been shared. Something, actually what I'm sharing right now is completely new and hasn't been shared in my previous channelings today. That's okay, because this is for you guys specifically. But you'll find that in the other videos you have more complement, and those in the multidimensional lightworker community, you will have a video coming up specifically around this topic and why this phase is a phase that will stay in history as the point where people rose and said, no, that's enough, we're done. And that is very powerful when millions are saying this in their local environment, in their places, in their towns, in their families. It's going to be very rich. It's going to be very empowering. So it is really important for light workers to, again, not feel completely absorbed by what is happening, but just observe and compare how what is happening in the world is somehow connecting to what is happening within you and your desire to act at your own level. I'm not here to promote rebellion. It's not my field of work, even though it is necessary for this to happen in different parts of the world. Yes, we're more the light workers, the light warriors, the light shifter, the light sharers. All those names are wonderful for us to describe what we do, but there's a correlation between what is happening in the world and how we are collectively and individually going through another level of awakening. But this one will have an important impact and imprint on human history. They said that the next 2 years will be a blend of conflicts here and there. It will have a different impact for light workers, and of course I will come back to let you know how it is impacting us energetically. But yes, you might watch the news and realize that, oh my God, it's exploding everywhere. It's being dismantled, rebuilt, dismantled and rebuilt, until humanity finds a certain balance and everyone wants to work with the same rules for everyone, and these rules are to protect humanity and not just profit a few. So we're right in it more than ever. And what is happening right now will shift the way humans will interact with those who lead them. And for us, well, we're there. For those who are in need of guidance, there's so many who will come to you. Hello, Maureen and Elizabeth. There's so many who will come to you and say, I cannot work there anymore. I cannot be in that relationship anymore. I cannot be in that country anymore. I don't want to work for that government anymore. And they will need you. They will need people like me. They will need people like you. People who can help them build and make sense of how their energies are flowing with what is happening right now. Because many will be lost. Some Some people will feel, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Yeah, it's the end of the old world. So as the non-light starting to lose ground, the light, us, is rising and is starting to blind some people. Maureen says, hello from South Carolina. Beautiful. Renata says, I have tears when I saw the beginning of the conflicts and innocent people that lost, their lives. Yeah, we understand that conflicts are happening everywhere in different parts of the world. They have been going on while we had the feeling that the world was somehow at peace. Why is this historical event, is really more triggering than others? And I explained it very well in my community. It's the symbolic location, the geography, the history around that place that seems to hold so much beautiful things and also less beautiful things. And it's now. It's just now. But the fact, and I understand you, Renata, as I did share some tears as well. And I questioned myself, and I did for Ukrainians, and I did when it was, in my generation, Rwanda, ex-Yugoslavia. It's not tears of like, poor you, it's tears of, let's shift this, a desire to do something about it, and more than ever, you'll be able to do something about it. It's not anymore like poor people, what's happening to them, can we send money? It doesn't mean you cannot send money. At this point, it's like me working on myself, because today's message is to create communities, being part of communities and encouraging the development of spiritual communities. That's what they want us today to be part of. And that will bring the peace in the Middle East and in other parts of the world. We might not see it tomorrow. We might not see it next year. But it's the compounding of every action you do for yourself and your community. Again, you may just impact 3 people. At this point, it's like, the butterfly effect. It's exactly like times 10, times 100. Us having a conversation today is already shifting people's mindsets, people's energy. Do not be surprised that even though members of your family, of your friends, of your surroundings who did not watch this video will feel lighter or triggered in a way that they want to heal themselves in the next days. You will come to them and you will be surprised that there's a shift happening in them, and that is what we are trying to do individually, locally, collectively, globally. So I will let you go with this. Again, this is a conversation. It's the beginning of a wonderful adventure that becomes more and more powerful. I will simply remind you that, again, I will share a link in the next minute if you want to join my mentoring program before it rises to another price in December. Now is the time, and it's the perfect time, as I know the energies will add a little bonus to this, which is an overview of everything you have accomplished this year. And when we'll connect in January, as it is a 3-month mentoring program, when we'll have our session in January, you will have a complete overview of what is coming for you next year. It doesn't mean it won't happen if we connect in June, if you decide to work with me in June. But again, as human beings, we are impacted by collective beliefs and symbolism and behaviors. And there's something about the end of the year and the beginning of the year that sets the energies where we can absorb more, clear more. That's how we have built our reality. That might completely dissipate in a few decades, but right now it's still potent. Thank you, Brooke, for being there. So I'll share the link. The link is just a description of what it is. And if you're feeling called to join the party, please, my party, our one-on-one party, please do it before, let me know before Sunday, as I will close the offering Sunday evening Pacific time. And the next time I will reopen it with a new price, it will be end of November, December. Send me a DM, send me an email. Again, no obligation. If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them. But you won't regret it. It's always highly empowering, and I know a lot of people have shared their experiences. Valeska says, and we'll end with this. I'm so excited, Natalie. It's such an empowering time to humanity to shine as one beautiful light that we have formed as one. Yes, yes, yes. And it's just the beginning. If you're feeling that the light is like flowing through you, activating you every day, it's just the beginning. I cannot tell you how far it's gonna go into the beauty. I'm really saying into the beauty, but it's gonna go very far. A lot of you are going to say, oh my God, I didn't even know that a year from now, even in a month from now, some of you will come back and will say, oh my God, I feel completely activated. I feel that something blossomed. I see it in my work. 3 sessions, 3 months, ongoing support for like all those months. You could do the work in like a 2-year work, a 1-year work in 3 months. So crazy it is now. All right, I'm letting you go. I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. And again, I hope to work with you very soon. Bye for now. Love you lots.